In 2023, I was fat, unhealthy, undisciplined, and a complete loser. Now in 2025, I've gotten into the best shape of my life, and the main part of that is because of my diet, which I will explain in this video. Now, over the past year and a half to 2 years, I have completely transformed my diet from the traditional balanced diet to now eating an animal-based diet. Now, this animal-based diet only consists of meat, eggs, and fruit. Now, this diet has not only gotten me into the best shape of my life, but from a mental perspective, has improved my focus, my clarity, and my overall performance when I do my full-time work and when I work out in the gym. My ability to focus for long hours and my sleep has gone up tremendously as well. It's also done other things like taken my side business to the next level and has also improved my skin in the process. Now, if you're in your 20s and you're serious about self-improvement, then one of the most important things you need to do is to fix your diet. You'll honestly get to the point of this animal-based diet where you absolutely love it so much that you just won't even think about fast food, and that's where you'll win. Now, let's talk about the foods that form part of the animal-based diet in detail. Now, essentially everything that you're eating is whole foods. Basically, nothing that you're eating is processed, and your meal only consists of one ingredient. For example, if I get a piece of steak, the only ingredient is the beef. Or if I eat a banana, the only ingredient is a banana. That is basically what whole foods are. Now let's go into the macronutrients. So your sources of protein should literally just be beef, eggs, lamb, chicken, and seafood. Now, the seafood I usually eat are prawns and salmon, sometimes tuna as well as a snack. Now, to get really specific into the details, the eggs I like to eat are pasture raised, the red meat I like to eat are grass fed, and ideally when I eat my salmon, I like it to be wild salmon. Now let's get into the sources of carbs. Now, for me personally, I like to use my carbs more as a tool for my performance before I go to the gym or after I go to the gym, basically using them as a tool to give me energy for my workouts and optimize my performance as best as I can. Now, all of my carbs predominantly consist of fruit, so apples, bananas, mandarins, strawberries. Those sorts of fruits I usually eat every single day. I don't really like eating vegetables. The only vegetables I usually eat are carrots because research shows that carrots have a significant boost to your testosterone and they're also really good for your eye health. Other than that, I usually try and stay away from leafy greens just because I'm aware of the fact that they do contain pesticides in them. So I do steer away from vegetables personally. Now, I don't eat rice, I don't eat bread, I don't eat pasta, I barely ever eat potatoes as well. The reason because of that is because those carbs make me feel bloated, and most of the time they are usually processed carbs. Now, in terms of dairy, I usually have Greek yogurt, full cream milk, and cheese. And the staples I usually have along with my animal-based diet are coconut water for electrolytes to keep me hydrated throughout the day, and black coffee every morning. I usually have about 2 to 3 cups of black coffee right before noon. Now, the main part of the animal-based diet is what I cook my meats in, and I only cook my meats in olive oil, ghee, and sometimes coconut oil. I avoid seed oils and vegetable oils at all times. I do not have any of those seed oils and vegetable oils. If you do your research and you look into seed oils and vegetable oils, they are probably the worst things that you can put in your body. So if you want to get anything out of this video, stay away from seed oils and vegetable oils. Now let's get into what my personal routine looks like and how I use my animal-based diet when I'm working full-time and I'm training 6 times a week. Now, the animal-based diet is absolutely critical to help me perform at my best each and every day. Now, first thing in the morning, I'm usually training, and I do like to train fasted. Ideally, I'll have a black coffee before I train to sort of give me that caffeine boost, to give me that extra little bit of a kick when I'm doing my workouts. If I'm doing a really intense session, for example, like boxing, I'll usually have a banana or something light to get me going through the session. For me personally, I really just like to feel light during my workouts. When I feel full or satiated before my workouts and then I train, I usually am not as dialed in compared to when I'm fasted. I've got a black coffee in me, maybe I have a small banana before a boxing session or a gym session, and I usually tend to perform at my best. That's just a personal thing of mine. And then post-workout is honestly one of my favorite meals. I usually have a bowl of Greek yogurt, I cut up some bananas, I'll put some cacao powder, put some honey. Sometimes I'll add in 78% dark chocolate, mix it together, and it tastes absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's my favorite post-workout meal. After that, I might usually even have a second cup of coffee because I absolutely love coffee. I think caffeine is so important and it allows me to stay focused, especially during the critical parts of the morning where I need to be laser focused when I'm doing my tasks. Now, around lunchtime, I will have my second meal, but it's usually like a much bigger, more satiating meal. Usually after I've done a few quality hours of deep work, either for my business or if I'm working full time. I'll usually eat around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., around that window. So for my second meal, I'll usually have a rotation of 250 grams of beef or lamb, usually a porterhouse, Scotch fillet, rump steak, or a lamb leg. And I'll combo that with either 3 scrambled eggs or 3 fried eggs. And also if I feel like having a snack, I'll snack on an apple or a mandarin. Reason why I keep my protein super high and I pretty much keep my carbs at a minimal is so I can stay focused for the rest of the afternoon. I don't get any brain fog for the rest of the day. My energy levels stay pretty much the same as they were in the morning. And every time when you eat pasta or rice or something really carb heavy, you tend to just have a massive crash. And especially in the line of work that I'm doing, I need to stay at the 100% focus to ensure that I can produce my absolute best quality work. So that is one of the main reasons why I like having a very, very high protein lunch, second meal, whatever you want to call it. Now, in between my lunch or my second meal and my third meal, I might have a glass of coconut water to keep me hydrated for the rest of the day. Again, I love coconut water just as much as I love coffee. So it is, again, another staple of my diet. And like I said, when I'm cooking my meats, I always cook them in either olive oil or ghee. I've really started liking using ghee. I like getting that extra fats, especially when I'm trying to lean down a bit, because those extra fats for me are critical to ensure that I can stay more satiated for longer periods of time. Also, another thing to note that I always, when I'm working full time and I'm packing my meals, I always make sure that I put them in glass bowls. I try and avoid plastic as much as possible. Make sure that I'm putting my meat in a glass bowl. Now, dinner, usually my final meal, again, it's pretty much the exact same as my lunch. It's 250, 300 grams of beef or lamb, a different variation or a different cut, and 3 eggs. Another thing to note with my meats is that I always cook them medium rare. Absolutely love it. Don't really like super overcooked, well done meats or super raw, undercooked meats. I think medium rare is the perfect sweet spot in terms of flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, I usually season it in salt, pepper, garlic, maybe a little bit of olive oil, and I love to put some rosemary in there as well. Now, to sum up, if you are in your 20s, you're looking to get on self-improvement and you want to make a major change in your life, then one of them is to completely transform your diet. And again, this is something that 99% of people don't do, but if you do want to be at your best, make as much money as possible, do absolutely outstanding in your professional career, be able to get into the best shape of your life, then I would highly recommend you to go on the animal-based diet. At least try it for 2 weeks, see how you feel. You will genuinely feel like a different person. That is exactly how I felt. I thought I'd only be able to do it for a week, 2 weeks, but honestly, I loved it so much that it has become big staple of my life. And there were, I think, 2 or 3 people that did influence me to get on this diet. I'll link them in the description below. They were Andrew Huberman, Saladino, and one of my favorite self-improvement YouTubers, Hamza. So make sure you check those 3 guys out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, got to know a bit about what the animal diet was like, and if you guys could implement it, see how you go. Leave it in the comment section if you end up trying this animal-based diet, and let me know your results. Hoping you guys do your best. See you later. Thank you.